today, I would like to discuss balding and men balding. Don't know how it is for women. Um, if you're going to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars in a year over hair products, toupees, whatever, creams, ointments, gel for slicking over the hair, or what have you, I would highly suggest. I'm just gonna. I would highly suggest doing what I am in between here and here. Okay, these two. I used to get like a number three on top or whatever, and like a fade down to a zero on the sides. It looked decent until now I got this fucking whoop going on, and I'm like, kind of making me look a little older. But I'm 32, so take that as you will. Um, Eventually, I'm going to get, to level 3, level 4, level 5. It might just end there, or it might end there. Who fucking knows? But none of these look good. Okay? Which is why you see a lot of people in the influential space, like, per se, Joe Rogan or Dr. Phil, um, just go ahead and shave their head because it, one, makes them look younger, and two, a lot more presentable. Now, some could say, you look at grandpa or whoever and they look like this, it does make you believe, hey, this person has a lot of knowledge or whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and say, after like all the combing over, like, I'm just going to be transparent here. Like, I see that. This is just my opinion. You see this type of stuff maybe right here to where they're combing it over, and you're like, for what? Like, that doesn't even look that great to be like. I wouldn't even do that because I know I'm not the greatest looking person, but I wouldn't want to disrespect somebody by them having to look at that. Just my opinion. So, another thing, when I was in high school, I had longer hair, kind of like Justin Bieber. I thought it looked cool and good or whatever, and oh yeah, I'm gonna pull mad bitches. Really, I did have a girlfriend and whatever else, but it wasn't all what it was cracked out to be. Um, Pretty much waking up in the morning, I would have bedhead, so it didn't look great, thus forcing me to go take a shower, get out, and then I dry my hair, and then, maybe I don't wash my scalp so great, so then, dandruff issues and whatever else, combing it, hair products, whether it's spray or mousse or whatever, trying to look max for the feminitas in that time because let's face it, you know, you're young, you're dumb, and you're full of rum. Well, needless to say, eventually I chopped that shit off and did like the number 3 on top down to like a fade, a zero. And man, let me tell you, the anxiety that I had going into school that day was unneeded, unwelcomed, unneeded, but boy, was it there. Um, I wore a hood like for the first half hour. They're like, "The fuck you doing?" Like, and then they're like, "Oh, I can see your forehead. Did you get a haircut?" And then somebody pulled it down, and they're like, and these were people that were like, "Hey, you're a walking skeleton." Always, poking fun at me. Oh, and I didn't even have facial hair until like fucking, I think I was 24 or some shit. So I had that going, and whatever else. But they were always any way of poking fun at me, and boys will be boys. We were all fucking just trashing on each other, but all my friends were like, I like this a lot more. I'm my girlfriend, you know, I scared to death. I didn't even have a cell phone back then or anything else, so I couldn't like take a picture and tell her or whatever. I think I had Facebook Messenger and I told her I cut all my hair off. And then she was like, "Oh, okay. I'll see you tomorrow." She's seen it and she was like, "I really like this." I had nothing, like I would say 95% of people, even like, the big jock guys that are real popular and everything, and they're like, "Oh, you're actually a boy. Cool." Like, they didn't say anything terrible about it, and it's just the fear. It's just the fear that makes you keep it. That's it. And I think, if you have longer hair and you're combing it over and all this other, try something. It does not hurt. I've had great success. And I haven't, ever since I left high school, I have never had long hair again. Because of all the positivity that came with fucking pretty much shaving my head, you know. So and never really received any compliments in my day, other than pretty much that. So I was just like, well, I look better, evidently, with shorter hair, so I'm always going to have shorter hair from now on. And I like I said, I'm getting into the stage. This will probably be an island soon. And all this will probably start receding for whatever this wants to hang on. Who cares? Fuck it. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, I just take, and this is free. Oh, yeah, pretty much free besides a little bit of electricity. I just take a fucking hair trimmer and just 5 minutes, whatever it is, real quick. Boom, bam, double damn. Go take a shower, whatever. I'm done. And opposed to spending all the money on products, toupees, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you're not getting reimbursed for one, your time, and two, the money that you spend on all this shit, fucking let that shit go. Fucking let that, just fucking zap it. Zap it. Maybe if you can't grow any facial hair, that's fine. Baby face it and bald it. No hair. No hair. Except your eyebrows. Fuck them. And the nose hairs and ears hairs. Now, I presume you're probably getting like I am. Yeah. And back hair. I could barely even grow any chest hair. I mean, it just never really fucking took place. But the back's starting. I got like one on my shoulder that I don't know what the hell I was doing. I like got caught in my chin hair and I was like, we were having a tug of war battle and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And every time I pulled, I felt my skin move and I'm like, well, here we go, boys. Yep. Just cut that shit off. It saved you probably thousands of dollars, hours of your life, misery, pain, suffering, because of one uncomfortable moment. Just a little bit of anxiety for one day makes it worth the rest of your life. And then, maybe people say some things to you for like 2 days, something like that. It usually just one day, and then everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this is Austin, whatever, Mr. Cheeks, whatever, I don't know." But that's him. Yep, this is who he is now. And I didn't have to spend all that fucking time combing my hair like all day pretty much, go out windy, whatever, it gets all fucked off and gotta have a comb with me as part of my to leave the house and whatever. Hell no. You're a fucking man. What are you gonna do? Put a fucking comb in your wallet? Nah. Might as well carry around a purse. There you go. But just chop the shit off. Let it go. Guarantee you're gonna get nothing but compliments for it. And a lot of people will indefinitely tell you, "Hey, you look good." I'm sure of that. No matter who you are or what you look like. And not only that, but once you like get it normalized, at first maybe hey, you look a little silly or whatever because you're used to looking at yourself a certain way, or maybe you chop it off and you're like, "Damn, I like this." And then you could start posturing your facial hair around it. Hey, do you want like a goatee, bald with a goatee, maybe just full fucking Viking beard, whatever you cannot like, whatever you can pull off. Start playing around with it, and you might find, hey, I think I look pretty damn good. You know, like I have videos of me like probably years ago. I took pictures of myself or whatever, or videos, and I looked at myself and I'm like, fuck, Jesus. I mean, still, I'm still playing around with it, But I think if you're balding, have the confidence to at least try it one time. Just knock it all off and see where it goes. Maybe you get approached more by females. Maybe your guy friends, fuck, most of them are probably gay anyway, so they probably start hitting on you. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if I'll get in trouble on YouTube for saying that. Probably will, but who cares? I don't know. I just wanted to give some type of advice via balding. I haven't got to the late stages yet, so I don't have any subjective experience on that, but at least at, maybe type 2 to type 3, I can give a little bit of advice and, yeah, try it out. I don't, I don't think I look terrible, but I also don't think I look great. That's been my whole life. I just feel like I got an average pool of luck on the genes. I don't think I sound good. I don't think I look great. I don't think, whatever, but here we are. Give her a try. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out. See y'all later.